Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Truth and Banter on a very unusual Saturday afternoon where everyone has chopped breakfast. When I say everyone, I mean everyone. And all the supporters of the major teams have all, everyone chopped breakfast today and it went round. Welcome once again. If you are not following us yet, please follow us on YouTube and on Spotify. You can find us by searching Truth and Banter on social media, Twitter, X, like they call it these days, YouTube, Spotify, we're everywhere. And then you can follow the other guys. The one that they talk for chat already, Kopawa. So everyone collected today, so everyone would have a chance to defend or maybe even, say one or two things about their club. Before I begin, there was a comment on YouTube. I think someone listened as regards the issue with Madrid and Spain. I'll read that comment after, but we're going to start off with the English Premier League round of fixtures for game week 26. Saturday, we have United starting up today with a 2-2 draw at Everton. And I don't know, I'm going to bring in Biola here. Biola is our United correspondent for today. United they decided to turn it up in the second half. How did you feel about this result?
I feel I don't know how to say I don't know what I feel. Just disappointed anyways. We tried to leave it up to play in the second half. I don't know what's going on. No urgency, no energy to even play. And I think we're not this bad under Eric Ten Hag. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we should give him this season for Lane. I don't know, but just call the season off.
Call the season off. But don't you think you guys are at the risk of relegation at this stage? I mean, we talked about it last week, but every week comes by, and if you look at your fixtures, they're not easy fixtures, and you guys are not picking up. You're not picking up, or you're not getting the games won where you should win them. If you guys are in the relegation scrap, do you think you survive?
We are not in relegation scrap. We have survived relegation anyways. We are like 10 or 15 points above the relegation battle, so we are not in the relegation fight. So,
You
but
sure?
yeah,
You sure?
I'm over. We're going to survive. We are playing this pitch next anyway.
Okay, that's even the relegation. You see, if Ipswich should win that game, don't you think that's like a
There's
six
nothing like
pointer?
if Switch will win.
That's
If
like a
Switch
six
cannot
pointer.
win, they are not going to win. Why are you even worried about United anyway? Let's talk about Chelsea.
Nah, it's in sequence. Don't worry. The sequence. United started the game week this week, and we have to talk about them first, and then we go to the guys from North London. As regards the refereeing performance, I mean, things have been said. Did you feel that United were lucky not to be, given that 9 minutes penalty against them?
From the view I saw, we're lucky. There's a particular view again that if you watch it very well, the lead pulled Ashley Young, but his dive was so acrobatic that it was so obvious that the pull was not enough to make him dive that way. But I feel we're still lucky anyway. It was a lucky referee decision from us. And we've complained about the ref severally, but this time around we've been favored twice. So we are lucky. Like I said, we are lucky.
So what's going to happen with United now? What do you think you guys need to do? I mean, put yourself POV. You are the coach of Man United. What exactly does he need to do to get you guys, getting some points on board?
For me, I always say these players don't deserve to play for Manchester United. They can't teach them how to do the basics of just passing. Like when they pass to each other, they take like 20 seconds to even decide who to pass to. It's so obvious. And the second goal, you could see delete jogging to race back to, it was annoying. You can't coach that. Now it's left to the players. It's the players. He tried all his best. He took them for a gathering, I think, a few days ago, and there was a social gathering. They talked and talked. Well, I feel our coach is a good orator anyway. All you know that talk, 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 talk. No
Don't you think
improvement
they
on the
talk? Don't you think the talk is putting him in more difficult positions? He's talking too much, and he ends up saying the wrong things.
I know he doesn't say the wrong thing. He says the right thing. He says what he sees. He has told us that it's going to come. The storm is going to come, and the storm is here, and it's been terrible. He said it himself that the storm is going to come. We are not back yet. So I believe like he's still learning some of those things. Like when this guy came to Pep Guardiola, his first season he struggled so much. He learnt the game. He learnt Premiership is different. He learnt how to understand the game. So I expect him to. I think he's still learning anyway. Obviously, they can survive this season. Next season will be better.
Do you think the players will now come up and play better for him next season if they survive this season under him?
He's going to move some of players on. Like we have about 3 or 4 that are going anyway. New transfers. So he's going to move a lot of them on. So I expect, well, if we have money, I expect to send good players and for example, look at Chidobe Martin. He held up play more than 70 million pound player. So I believe that he's going to try to introduce the youth into this game, and gradually they will grow into it.
Okay. I wish I could bring Show on here, but Show is not here to get his thoughts on Man United. We're going to move on to the guys at North London, the 3 p.m. kickoff, and it was Arsenal versus West Ham. During the week, Liverpool dropped some points, and you could feel that Arsenal fans had hope. They thought, yes, this is the opportunity. We're going to make up some grounds. I mean, against Man City, against Liverpool, and this was their chance against West Ham, who are being coached by the former Chelsea coach Graham Potter. I'm going to bring in Rollins in this game. What were your expectations of this game? What happened with Arsenal? Why did they perform so poorly?
Okay, thank you. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so much in the game. In fact, since we lost Havertz and Martinelli, I don't expect Arsenal to push Liverpool, even though Liverpool is going to drop points. But you see how our forward played badly today. So I didn't expect much. And to be sincere, we can't compete with Liverpool right now. We can't, because the number of games we have is not an easy games. Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, PSG. It's not easy. And we still have Newcastle. Still have to play Liverpool as well. So I don't believe we can cope. But for today's game, it all boiled down to from the coach to the players. All of them didn't do well at all.
Okay, I'm going to bring in Jetson now. So Jetson, Arsenal, you guys had, I mean, the last match you had, Merino came in as a striker, scored 2 goals. I mean, there was that call for him to start as the striker on the day. He started as a striker on the day. What was his performance like? Could he have done anything better? Could Arsenal have done anything better?
Okay, yeah, I think Merino performed okay, to be honest. My problem from the game was the leaders in the team, Odegaard and Rice. I feel they were shying too much away from the ball, and when they got the ball, they were trying to play safe. They weren't really creating chances enough. I don't know. They're always trying to make the perfect goal. I don't know. Like, just shoot the ball and see where it goes. And my best, I think the only threat we had in that match was Nwaneri. Whenever Nwaneri got the ball, it was always looking forward. Yeah, that was about it. Like, that's the only threat in the attack we have right now. So I'm not really expecting anything from us.
So according to you guys now, that I mean, from you and Rollins, from what I'm hearing from you guys is there's no hope, there's no chance for you guys to catch up to Liverpool or even win the league this season. You guys have given up.
For me, Liverpool won the league in December.
Right, interesting. Dele, I'm going to bring you
after the transfer window. Liverpool won the league after the transfer window.
Okay. I want to bring Dele in right now. Dele, you had quite a lot to say about Declan Rice and Odegaard. What exactly did they do wrong in this game?
Okay, before I move on, remember on the last podcast, I said Arteta should not start Moreno. He did well. I'm not complaining about Moreno, but that was the only card we had. I think even like on the last pod as well, I said, knowing Arteta, he would not change the formation to, suit, to play a different formation, maybe like a wing back or something to, accommodate other players, not Sterling this time. But starting Moreno, who is not a natural 9, he tried his best, but at the point he gassed out because he kept forgetting at some moment that it was a false 9. He would go back to the DM position or midfield, which any player would gas out. So that for me, I think the coach got wrong because we already knew what West Ham was coming to do, the setup. Moving on to Rice and Odegaard. I said it before that we don't have a striker. We have our forward players are limit. We have limited players. why the next people to step up for us are the top players. We struggle to score goals, no striker, nothing. Even to create today was a problem because Odegaard holds the ball. He does a flick. I think before, because Saka is on that side with him, he does the flick, give it Saka. Saka does the magic. Now it's like, why do you keep going to that side? Rice, you have opportunities to play short or to hit the ball, take the ball by the move, go straight down, losing the ball. For the goal, we considered he was just sloppy. And some people keep saying Rice had a good game. But again, I already considered the league in the second podcast that, even if Liverpool drop points, we cannot, we will drop points. This is the same Arsenal, old Arsenal every season. We play one West Ham last season, I think, if I'm correct, we also lost to them. We beat them in their place or one of those games. Aston Villa, same thing. This isn't same thing. Drop points against the same team. They only just come in to defend, and they get one chance and boom, that's it. Okay. So for me, the blame is to be shared among everybody, both Arteta, both the board for not buying in January, and the two top players I was looking up to, or the team was looking up to create and do something. For example, look at Bruno Fernandes today, and that's what I keep saying. The team was, before that set piece goal, United were nowhere to be found. That goal just brought, United could have nicked, yes, the penalty, they were a bit lucky about that, but they could also have nicked the win in that game without playing anything. One goal from the captain increased the chances of the game.
Just before we end it for Arsenal, I mean, there was another red card incident which has become, I don't know, is this what, your third or fourth red card this season? Yeah,
maybe like fourth, if not,
fifth red card this season.
Right.
Is Arsenal, I mean, we've talked about this before. People have called Arsenal a dirty team. One, was the red card today deserved? And two, are you guys concerned about how easy it is for Arsenal to get red cards?
I think we can't complain about the red card. That's even as soon as I saw the yellow card, I'm like, nah, they're going to check this. This is a red card. Prior to this, a friend of mine told me, I think last week we were talking. He told me about him seeing MLS going to party and all that. He should be more focused on this and that. Today, as soon as that thing happened, he rang me. He's like, I told you, But yes, I don't agree with that we're a dirty team. I think sometimes we are lucky and sometimes it happens.
Okay.
I don't know.
Rollins, do you share the same sentiments? Arsenal unfairly targeted for red cards, or it just happens sometimes?
At first, we're unlucky with those red cards because right now this today's game it's actually red. So I'm not worried about the cards. I'm not worried about the card.
Okay. All right. No worries. We're gonna move on to the last leg of fixtures in the EPL today. We had Chelsea. They had the opportunity, to not be like their London neighbors or like their rivals up in Manchester. They lost 2-1 to Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a game midweek against Liverpool. They played 2-2 draw. And Chelsea didn't play midweek, but here they are, couldn't, muster even a draw against Aston Villa. Toby, what is going on with Chelsea? I think they're winless. In 3 or 4. They're in such poor form that it looks like there's no end to this poor form. What exactly is the problem?
Yeah, thanks, Lala. It's simple. Injuries and the manager. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, I have to call out injuries because a new manager, he started the team, his season with 2 different teams. It was quite balanced for him at the beginning because he had a big squad. That squad, he had a squad in Premier League where Fofana was a centre back. So he probably played a balanced centre back for a very long time in the beginning.
But which areas are they struggling with injuries?
Centre back, you need Fofana, one. In the midfield, okay, it's fair. I think the midfield is fair. But
in centre back today, we had 3 centre backs, and one of them.
It's not about having numbers, right? It's about having the right players. You can keep having bodies, but if you don't have the right person there.
But that's why they're in the squad. People like Tosin, people like Chalobah.
So you need to understand that the only aggressive centre back, we have 2. Supposedly we're supposed to have 2 aggressive centre back. Fofana and what's the guy's name? Disasi.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't like, of course, we know Disasi is trash. The only other person was Fofana. And that's the only aggressive defender that we have. Others are they sit back. And because of that, we get more pressured. So the opposition is bringing the ball to us most of the time, rather than someone going to charge. We need someone as aggressive as that. That's that. If you look back to when Chelsea really started having this problem, it's as far back as December when Fofana went out.
Okay, sorry, Toby, to bring you back. Now you've said a lot about the centre backs that we have, right? Now I'm looking at the 2 goals today, right? I'm looking at goals we've considered in the past. They're not all down to the centre backs that we have. I mean, there's the elephant in the room, which is errors from the whole back line.
Individual errors are also building up. Yeah, so that's why I said 2 things. I said number 1, injuries, and I said the coach. The coach, see, it's the confidence level of the team is dropping, and is understandable because most of the boys are quite young, and they're also playing with a new manager. And the reason why I don't just want to keep saying it, I would have felt that we should have left Poch for another season with the boys, let them mature. But it's what it is. Now the coach got it good at the beginning of the season, and so it wasn't obvious. All playing with confidence. But immediately everything changed. We start to lose. You start to see the impact on the boys. And until the confidence is back, and I don't see anything happening this season anymore. This season is gone for Chelsea. Except 2 things, right? We need Fofana back. We need Lavia and of course Jackson.
You know what? This injuries issue that you brought up, a lot of teams, United, Arsenal, they all struggle. They also, that's why you have 25-man team. But the coach, like you rightly mentioned, he left people that he could, depend on. He let them go. He let a defender go. I mean, the defender who wanted to play
Felix as well.
Yeah, and then and Felix, not like they are performing well, but when they were there, they were not being used or utilized or there, but put in the best positions. What was your thoughts on Nkunku today?
I think my thought on Nkunku has always been the same. Nkunku is not going to be successful in Chelsea with the kind of play that we have. It's only going to be successful when you change to maybe old-fashioned 4-4-2 or something. Or better still, you put a Palmer on the right and then you play him through the middle. He has to be free. So Nkunku playing on the right, on the left-hand side, or playing on as a centre forward, nothing's going to happen for him on Chelsea. And that's why you could see him play. He played terribly, as far as I'm concerned. There was no impact.
Okay. All right. So there's trouble in the comments. Someone wants to ask me a question. B, what question would you like to ask the hosts?
Oh, not yet. Continue.
Not yet. Bunch of troublemakers on the pod today. Next on our agenda over the week, the Champions League.
So, one quick question before you move on Chelsea.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, a question for the host. Do you think it's right to sack Maresca this season?
Well, if it does worse than Poch, because they already said that they set a precedent with Poch, right? They sacked him when things had improved and they didn't give him the opportunity. It was his first season. First seasons, the coach usually deserves a bit of leniency. Your first season, you have to get used to it. I mean, it's not like he did badly. He's not doing like an Amorim, who is doing really badly. 4 wins in 15. No, I'm not saying, but there was lights. I won't say there was light, but there was improvements, right? And he deserved, to continue the work. He didn't get that chance, which is why, for me personally, I am going to be unusually for Saka Maresca if it is what they do. If he performs lesser than Poch, because that's the whole point of it. You sack someone who did something that you said he didn't do well. So if he doesn't get more points than Poch, yes, he deserves to be sacked. Yeah, deserves to be sacked. For that. OPK is joining right on time. What are your thoughts on Chelsea? Because we're about to move on from Chelsea.
Sorry, I just came in. My thoughts on Chelsea were, I don't know, but really I think Arsenal should beat Chelsea based on ability at the moment and where the clubs are at the moment. Okay. Losing to Aston Villa is not the worst results based on where.
I'm going to redirect the question to you. Toby asked, he said, should Maresca get the sack this season?
If the season ends today, that's the question. If the season ends today, should Maresca be sacked? Let me rephrase that way.
So Okwenka, over to you. Okwenka, I think Okwenka has run into some mic troubles. Would come back to that question because I want to really hear what he has to say. B, you said Amorim did not have money to spend. He didn't have money to spend, but he let players that could do well for him go. Are you missing Rashford and Pokuli right now?
So, like I always say, when Rashford was here, he didn't run as much as he did today. I never saw him run this way. Happiness on his face today is different from happiness in Manchester United. Like I always say,
who do you think is the cause of that? Who do you think is the cause? Who's not
big for
motivating?
him? Nobody's there. Bro, what do you mean? What's it called? Rashford. Who did they go? Eric Ten Hag. Was he not motivated? He scored 30 goals. The following season, what happened?
It's the same thing I'm saying. Your coach is not getting the best.
No. What I'm saying is the same coach made him a striker. He scored 30 goals. The same coach played him as a striker. He became poor. Okay, Anthony was given multiple chances. Even when he was at Man U, before this Aubameyang guy let him go, he was given multiple chances. What did he do? Nothing.
I don't think he started a lot of games under Amorim.
You don't need to
I don't think he got chances. Don't you think?
Sorry, my bad. You don't need to start games to make an impression. When Rashford came to Leipzig, he didn't start games. He came in and made an impression. Garnacho came in, made an impression. Maino came in, made an impression. You don't need to start games to make an impression. We bought you for £100 million. And you're telling me you need to start more games to make an impression after 3 years?
Okay, so now that they are performing outside of the club, I don't want to have this excuse of, the shirt is too big or something. What is it that you guys are doing wrongly that you can't get the best out of such players that you had?
So when they say you play for a Manchester United, you're not playing for a small club. You're playing for a big club. You understand that any small mistake you do will be exaggerated. The light is on you. That's the difference. When Mbappe got to Madrid, for example, he was struggling, but he kept his head down and tried as much as possible. And if performance got up, why not put the work in there? Work, show it.
So give me one example or two. Don't mention Mbappe. Which other players do you think you say Man United would sign today, and this excuse of the shirt is too big for them would not hold for them? Which other players?
So we don't need to sign. If you sign multiple players, if we don't get rid of, look at the game, we cannot pass. It's not a coaching thing. The basics, they can't do it. It's the basics. Look at Dalot today. He cannot even pass. String one, just 5 seconds pass. 5 inches pass. They can't pass to each other. That's not the coach.
Don't you think it's the formation?
Okay, so
I don't think it's the formation. Formation doesn't make you not pass. There's a difference between formation and passing. Formation doesn't make you not. The formation doesn't say you shouldn't run. This same formation. Look at Mazwari. When he first came, he was agile. He was playing very well. But now he has mixed with all those bad eggs into his playing rubbish. Delete, when he came, he was playing well. Now he cannot run. Look at Delete's second goal today. He couldn't run. If it was former Delete, he would have run and met that player or stopped that ball. He was jogging.
B. Now, this is a point. You've talked about these things. Players are not running. Could it be that they're tired and this guy's ideas is overwhelming them because he sets these high standards that you must run like madmen? They've done it when he first came, but they've done it for so long that now look at the one of results that United have gotten. 4 wins in 15, right? They've done it so much. That means they've done it the coach's way for so long, but things are not improving. Are you saying it's now down to the players? Isn't the coach not playing to their strength? Shouldn't he play to their strengths? They've run as much as he wanted. They've changed formation, adapted as much as he wanted, but things are just they're not shaping up. Do you still think it's still a player thing?
Yes, I still believe it's a player thing. So you cannot tell me that they've done anything if you cannot still pass. Tell me, I'm not talking about running out. Leave running out of it. Passing to each other. Every time we pass, we take at least nothing less than 5 or 10 seconds to decide to pass to the next person. Is that the coach's fault?
Okay. All right. No problem. I think I want to give everyone a chance to say something about the other team, but I fear people it will take long. Does anyone have a word? A non-Arsenal fan, do you have a word for Arsenal fans at the moment? It will go around. B or Chelsea fan, yeah. Do you have a word for Arsenal fan?
No, Arsenal should just, sometimes they are. I don't know what to say to them. Probably they're just unlucky. I don't think Arteta is the right man to lead them to that paradise. I think
He's
it's
the
got to
Moses.
be
Is the Moses, but he's not the one that to lead them to the promise.
exactly.
So,
Yeah,
sorry,
I think
can
it's
I
got,
ask you who do you
Wait,
think
wait,
will take
well,
Arsenal? Who do you think Arsenal? Who do you think will take Arsenal to the promised
promised
land?
land.
that's the job of the board. It's not my job. I never
I
have done
agree.
Right
it there.
now, right
B,
now,
you're
right
correct.
now, there is no coach aside Pep. There is no coach that can take Arsenal to the right.
Why would you say that?
That's what we said. That's what we said
When
when
Klopp,
that's what we said when Liverpool
One
coach
by
left.
one. B, go on.
Wait
That's what we
now.
said when
Wait.
Liverpool coach left.
Wait,
So
wait
when he
now.
left,
I asked
that's
now,
what we
who
said.
do you think? You could not mention any coach. So why
It's not my
would you-
job. That is not my
Xavi
job.
is
I
there
don't have the
now. Is
data.
Xavi not even there?
It's not my
Who is
job.
Xavi?
It's the job of the board.
Who is Xavi?
There's Javi
Please
Hernandez.
let me make
why
my own submission on what B said,
Sabio
Javi, that I
Alonso is
agree.
there.
Let me even B.
Oh
Let
yeah,
me
one
even
by
make my
one. B has said
my
his own. B,
submission
no more
on what
response. Go on.
my submission on what B said, and I agree with it, is the reason, because you cannot tell me this. Look at Liverpool. Before Liverpool won the league under Klopp, when Klopp came, what is his name? Took them the other. What's his name? What's the other coach's name? I took
What's
them that Gerrard fell.
Rogers.
Rogers. You know, he tried as well. Which this is not against Arteta. I think he has done fantastic for us. Maybe fantastic is not the word, because he didn't win the major trophy. So, but I think he has done so well, because I know where
He won a COVID FA Cup.
No. That's, for me, that's not still major. Like when I mean major,
Yeah.
maybe Premier League or
Okay.
Champions League. But what I'm saying is, he has done a very good job because Arsenal were a team of jokes before when he took over. So yes, he has done. He might not have anything other to offer, and he might go to another club now. Maybe, I don't know, to start winning trophies.
Maybe to a Barcelona, and he could win trophies.
I wanted to say that, but they already have their coach.
You can't have this kind of forward and said you should.
Can you let me land? You can't have this forward.
You go next.
Was he not giving 200 million last?
He wasn't giving money. He wasn't giving money to buy any forward.
Hold on. Let's don't interject each other. He wasn't giving money to buy any forward. He was giving money to transfer. He bought Van Damme, the fine Van Damme, for 50 million. Did we actually need the fine Van Damme?
Who's fine Van Damme?
What's the fine boy? Calafiori.
We needed Calafiori now. You can't be honest. See,
Rollins, let me land, please, before you interject. The reason I'm saying this is 2 seasons in a row. Ask everybody on this show now. 2 seasons in a row that Arsenal finished second. We only needed 1 or 2 players to complete the whole thing. A top striker and a top winger, whether to replace Saka or Martinelli.
I have a question.
Just 2. Okay, go on.
Do you think Arteta doesn't actually want a forward and striker? Like, if he was able to.
How would I know?
If he was able to.
He might not want now.
You can't say that now. You can't say he doesn't want. We've tried 3 players we could not get, because why? They didn't want to release the money.
Are you sure that's the?
Are you sure that's release the money?
Wait, when we wanted to buy Modric, did they go beyond the valuation that the?
Is Modric a striker?
Modric is not a striker, but that's the kind of player he wants.
Before we move ahead from Modric, but Modric, they accepted Arsenal's bid for Modric, didn't they?
No. Chelsea bid was higher than us.
No, because Shakhtar's what's it called, owner said that the makeup of Modric's deal to Chelsea is very similar to what Arsenal offered. This is from interview that is publicly available online. So it wasn't the case.
Yeah,
See, Chelsea were realistic. We were realistic with our own terms. If we need a striker, if you want to get a player for a manager, you have to be realistic.
Yeah, but you bought Havertz for 65 million. That was you selling off.
Wait. We bought Havertz. Did we challenge for the title? Yes.
Who bought Havertz? Was it me? Was it my grandma?
That's what I'm saying now. Arteta wanted Havertz. They gave him Havertz, right? We went ahead to challenge for that title. You said?
What did Havertz do? with the 63 million?
Ah,
Or how much did you
we
buy?
closed the
You
gap
know-
last season now. We closed the
So-
gap to two points. This season,
Let
we
me-
needed another forward. It's not
If
even,
I
it's
could
not
put-
even matter of striker.
Yeah, if I could
We
put
needed
something
another
in.
forward.
Sorry, you bought Havertz actually for number 8 position. I'm not. This is not even a joke. That's
If-
what.
Yes,
Havertz
he
said.
did not-
Alba
he did not
wasn't
even buy
Alba
Havertz for
wasn't
striker.
bought for 8.
What did
What
you
was
buy
he
him for?
bought for?
He wasn't bought for 8.
What did he buy him for? Is the question.
That should be for another day. I don't want to go
What are you
into
saying?
that.
The coach came out
thing.
to say it that he bought Havertz to fill in Shaka's position.
He never
So what
said
are
that.
you
He never said that.
Okay.
If
all
you
right,
can bring that interview, I'll be glad. He never mentioned that.
All right. So Rollins, you have your chance now. Say your piece for the other team.
Okay,
If you want to spend on Arsenal, go ahead as well. That's fine.
Like I was saying, okay, the first season we challenged Man City, it was 5 points, 5-point lead that Man City used. So now this following season, he bought 2 players, Havertz and Declan Rice. We closed that gap. You've used same forwards, that is in Saka and Martinelli, for 2 seasons before this guy came. Now, the 3rd season now, you are expected to buy at least 2 forwards. That is a winger. They didn't give. We tried Nico Willis. The campaign is the wages he's asking for. Whose fault is that? Is it Arteta?
Are you sure about this? That they didn't go in to get the players that
They
Arteta
never
wanted.
see. Even this January,
This is the first time I will hear
even
it
this
from
January,
any Arsenal.
even this January, it was very clear. You needed a striker.
Okay.
Drop
Please,
100 million and see if they will reject the money. You did not drop. You said there's no player that will come and improve Arsenal in January. Who does that?
Okay.
Do you think they will give? Do you think Arteta they will give Arteta 200 million and he will tell you he's not going to buy a player? Look at City.
Okay.
City lost Rodri. They wanted to get 2 defenders. You are blaming Arteta for buying Caleb. We needed Calafiori because Chichenko is injury prone, and they were going to do surgery for Ben White.
and you spent 50 million.
So
He wasn't 50.
Please let me say something. I'm sorry.
It's not 50
So I want to go to Rollins now. Rollins, you said you closed the gap. What do you mean by you closed the gap? Did you notice that City were diminishing after that
Thank
first
you.
season that you closed them down?
City went
Hold on,
diminishing.
hold on,
You
hold
can't
on.
reduce.
Hold on,
No, they
hold
went
on.
diminishing.
Hold on. You think you closed the gap? They were diminishing. They were going down. You were going up. So you didn't close any gap. They were already
They
on the
weren't
way
going down.
Look at their players. Look at their players now.
No.
Look at
I
their
disagree.
players.
I
Look at their
disagree.
players. Look at the games.
Okay.
You disagree because you're an Arsenal fan. You're looking at it from your
No. This is the season that we were meant to win because they are going down. Not last season.
Okay.
They didn't go
Alright.
down last season. How many games did they lose last season?
They didn't go down last season now. City were one of
How
the
many
best teams
games
in the
did
world
they
last
lose
season.
last season? How many games?
Did they lose up to 3 games?
So
Please.
in last season and previous one, which one was Arsenal better?
B, let's
The last season
now.
was 3 years ago. Arsenal.
See, I disagree. I disagree if you say they were going down. It was this. It was meant to be this season.
Okay, guys. Just Rollins, you've had your piece. Just to put it in there, the season 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, where Arsenal really challenged, City had 89 points, Arsenal 84 points. Last season, City had 91 points, right? And they did not diminish. I don't know who made that point. I'm just putting it in there. Arsenal had 89 points. So Arsenal did improve, but they just did not get it over the line.
That's just it.
We're much better. Who's next on there? Jetson, you haven't had a go?
Oh yeah, man. This transfer window just like finalized for me that the board is really the issue in this stuff, because I don't know if you looked at all Matata's interviews, he kept saying we need a forward. So I don't know why this board didn't decide to go. Me, in my own opinion, I was saying they should like go for a loan for Rashford. But
that could have been a good option though. Do you think United would
that would have been looking at it? Yeah, looking at it at hindsight, now it would have been a very, very good option for us, because Havertz out for the season, Martinelli 1 month injury, hamstring and all that. So yeah.
Okay.
The board is the issue. I think
please,
part of the
can I say one more thing?
Let Jetson finish.
Yeah, this is last now. But I think part of the reason why Edu left, for me, in my opinion, is because of the board. I think, yeah, I don't think he was seeing any future with that board, so he just gingerly packed his load and left.
That's not correct.
So please, can I keep in one thing now?
Okay, go on, Walid.
So this January, even though I was against signing, what's it called?
Rashford.
This Aston Villa striker,
Watkins.
Watkins. Do you know that Arsenal sent a bid of £40 million? Aston Villa was requesting for 60 million, but we didn't go up above that. And Arteta, like what Jesse said, was crying in the media that we needed forward, that we are team. Whose fault is that for not going above valuation? We have I think about 3 lawyers in that boardroom. They are the ones killing us.
Interesting. Who have I not gone to? Toby?
Yes, the only thing I want to say is on Manchester
go on.
United. Manchester United, I'm hoping that they can go on relegation because I just...
This is the only person that is that went banter mode. Every other person is ranting about their team. Spanish correspondent, what's going on in Spain? Barcelona 0-0 half-time. What is going on? Are you...
Barcelona, they are playing nonsense.
Spanish correspondent, Ola Salam, what's going on?
You know if you talk.
We're going to move on. I think everyone had a fair share of breakfast. Maybe Barcelona might just be that last team, to chop breakfast today. And just so you know, Ola Salam, we're waiting. We're patiently waiting. So over the week, Champions League, Atalanta, Ademola Lookman and his coach Gasperini. There was so much issues, so much back and forth between fans that are for Lookman and fans that are against Lookman. Firstly, Atlanta were losing 3-0 halftime, and the captain already got sent off. Lookman comes into the pitch, 30 seconds in, he scores 1 goal. They get a penalty, and according to him, he was asked to take the penalty. He's not the designated player of the penalty, but he took that penalty and he lost it, and that led to what we've seen on the media said by his coach. I'm going to go to Dele. So what happened? Who was in the right and who was with the wrong between Ademola Lookman and his coach Gasperini?
I think Gasperini was just left in an emotion after the game because whatever he said in that interview was totally wrong. You can't call out. I mean, you can go into the dressing room and scream at them, ask what happened and all that. But for you coming out, putting the player outside like that, it doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I respect the player for him to do that because we have seen what's the striker, the designated penalty taker? I think the striker, Rotegi. I think he was the one who missed against Arsenal as well. Right. We didn't see the coach come out to, see anything about that. So I just think it's much disrespect African players or black players I've seen in Italy majority of the time. We've seen Osimhen, we've seen this. And I hope Lookman leaves and comes to Arsenal. I would love him.
You love him at Arsenal. Okay, Spanish correspondent. We've seen, I want you to, I don't know, maybe I should be the one to play the devil's advocate. Lookman came out and said, I was asked to play the penalty. Not like he asked for it to. He knows himself, he doesn't play a lot of penalties ever since that Fulham incident. Although he has played, was it 3 or 4 for Atalanta? He scored them, right? But this particular one, he didn't go there. He said they asked him to. Do you think he could have refused and said, no, what's first my own year? Why are you trying to put me on the spot? Do you think he could have done that?
Well, I don't think Lookman did anything bad, actually. If the regular penalty taker asked him to take the penalty, I think stepping up for the team is not bad. That's just what I feel. Anybody can lose a penalty. I just feel the coach lost his head. And for the fact that I would say the way these players are being treated in Italy is worrisome. I mean, Osimhen, after everything he has done for Napoli, just being kicked out like that. I mean, even with the old stuff that happened on the TikTok accounts of the club and everything, I just think the coach was looking for somebody to blame for whatever happened to his team. This same Lookman won you a trophy about 9 months or 12 months ago. I would just say the coach lost his head. Yeah, the coach just lost his head. If actually the normal or the usual, the regular penalty taker asked them to take it, because that's what I don't know. I don't know if they can confirm. If actually was asked to take it,
that's what Lookman said.
Lost his head. And what did the regular penalty say? Any word from him?
Lookman said in his statement, that he was asked to take the penalty.
Yeah, stepping up for your team is not bad. I mean, we have seen the best of the best lose penalties. It's just a penalty. I mean, if your team killed it in the first leg, I don't think you'd be waiting for a penalty. The coach lost his head. I mean, that's all I have to say. No blame to Lookman. He did the very best, stepping up for the team. So that's all.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go to Jetson. Jetson, you put in a comment. You were asking, is it a color thing? Is it a color thing? Do you think this is a color thing, or it's just, Italians, they have a different, is it a culture thing or is it a color thing?
Oh yeah, so I don't understand how the manager could come out like that and not look at himself and just start blaming it on like his best player. I think it was just a build up of frustration from last match because that thing really handled them well. So I think it was just like a build up of frustration. For him to just come and call out he's the best player like that.
Okay, so I want to go to B now. Is the African, player of the year, when they award you this African player of the year? Now, is it a cost thing? It should, if you're playing in Italy and you win that coveted, title as African Footballer of the Year, do you think is cost? Like this is like lightning striking twice in Italy, happened with the Sime, it's happening now with Lookman. Is this a one-off thing, or do you think it has to do with the African Footballer of the Year?
It's not a cost. For me, like someone raised, I think it's racism anyway. It's purely racism. Because the designated penalty taker has already missed 2 in 4. And Lookman in Atalanta shed, I think he scored 4 goals, 4 penalties or 3 penalties already. And he said, and I quote, that the designated penalty taker told him to take it. So for me, it's purely racism. If that was an Italian, I don't think he's going to do what he said. So it's not, I don't think the African best is cost. It's just racism, pure racism. That's how it is.
Okay, all right. Pure racism in Italy, and it's not the first time, especially for Nigerian players, whether it's in Spain or in Italy. It looks like that's the most undesirable place to go as a footballer or as a Nigerian footballer these days, based on what is happening. We're going to move on to the last topic of the day, which is the Champions League. The draws have been made. Now we know which side people are on. We know that Arsenal and Real Madrid, they are in the same side alongside Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. This is a bit, I don't know how to call it. Is this equal? I'm going to start with Toby. Do you think this thing does the sides, do they look equal, or one side is harder than the other? We have Barcelona, Benfica, Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen on one side. And out of all these people, like the 2 German teams, Bayern Munich and Leverkusen, are playing each other. And then on this side, we have heavyweights: Arsenal, Real Madrid, Atleti, Paris, Liverpool, all heavyweights. Do you think it's balanced?
No, I don't think it's balanced. I think Barcelona has a quite easy road to the final.
Okay.
Unlike the other side, I clearly will tip Barcelona to get to the final. Looking at the side they are on, I think the at least they could get would be someone like Inter Milan. For on the other side, on the Arsenal side, having someone like Real Madrid, Liverpool, and then PSG, very, very difficult. But for me, it's an El
I'm going to
Clasico
put
final.
you on the spot because I want to get, we that we are not in the Champions League, I want to get our thoughts out of the way so that we can focus on people that their team are. So which 2 teams will be in the final for you?
No, I just
El
said
Clasico,
final.
Madrid versus Barcelona. I'm going to go to B. Oh, B is not here. So now we're left with the guys who the teams are in the final. I'm going to start with Olasalam. Olasalam, do you share the sentiments that the side of this draw that your team is in, Barcelona, is the easiest to navigate?
Well, Barcelona has struggled against very small teams this season. When I say very small, I mean them Las Palmas and them likes. I think our game with Benfica was difficult.
But you guys won.
Yeah, we won. Yeah, eventually. But I mean, it was a tough game. Our game with Dortmund was a tough game too. Our game with Bayern was the pressure was a lot. So I would not say it's not balanced. Trust me, because the side that Madrid is on and Arsenal is a very tough side. But I would say a bit. I mean, it's manageable. The side we are on is manageable. Again, it's manageable.
Okay. On this side that you're on, which of these teams do you think would provide the strongest challenge for you to get to the final? That's if you make it through the next round.
I think Inter and Bayern would do very well. But I'm still, you see teams like Benfica. My next game, I'm really scared because it looks like a simple fixture, but I just hope we don't underrate our opponent. But Inter, Bayern, and Benfica definitely.
Okay, your two teams in the final.
I want to see maybe a Barcelona, Liverpool, or a Barcelona, or maybe Liverpool and another team. I really don't want to face Madrid, not because I am scared, but
no, just give me your two teams. I want your prediction now.
Okay, my two teams. Okay, I want to see Barcelona, Liverpool. Yeah,
you don't even rate Arsenal. How for you?
Arsenal can't get there. It's not possible. There's no way Arsenal getting there.
I'm going to go to the other side of the draw where we have Arsenal have drawn PSV, and if they get through that, they go to Real Madrid, Atleti. Dele, what are Arsenal's chances against PSV? And do you think you guys will get to the final? First of all, yeah.
I don't think so. With the kind of squad we have, except Saka and expect him to be on full speed as of yet. On that side, I would say everybody's, but I think Atletico would dump them out. I might be wrong. I just surprise people. It's probably on that side. It might be either Liverpool and Atletico coming out and put there. But for me, I think Madrid also they're struggling a lot. Yes, scoring goals up front, but not a team that look at Barcelona, Madrid now, 6-0 or something. When they see a very or something like that, right? Attacking team, City, what something. City are not the best right now. So yes, Madrid can go over that. But if I'm to choose, would in between, maybe I would say Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, if they keep same. What's the name? But on the other, trust me, I don't think. I think it's either in another surprise too. I don't think. I think I would have gone for Bayern Munich, but their coach is going to show. So I'll either put an Inter Milan or a Leverkusen.
Okay. Toby.
Or if I'm to choose, I'll.
Yeah. Toby has something to say to you. He says Madrid. It's Madrid. When you call Madrid, you call Champions League. It looks like you're underestimating Real Madrid. Toby, what do you have?
No. Yeah. Of course, no.
What does Toby have to say?
So I think my comment to Dele is because say Madrid is having issues in the league, comparing the league to Champions League. When Madrid hears that song, the UEFA, it sings deeper, is more than just a song to Real Madrid in the Champions League. So we never compare Madrid in the league to Madrid in the Champions League. Always different.
Okay, I want to go to.
I didn't compare. Sorry. Give me a chance.
Yeah.
To reply. Example, the Madrid in Champions League has also struggled for them to play a playoff game. I think Brest or something beat up.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is Atletico looks like a very strong side for me this season. But even attacking wise, I think they've been getting the goals and more. So that's why I feel that I don't think Madrid might get to the final. But we shall see.
Okay, Rollins, Arsenal, you already feel Arsenal are not going to, challenge Liverpool for the title this season. What are your hopes for the Champions League? Do you think you would make it past PSV? And if you make it past PSV, do you think either Real Madrid or Atleti are oppositions you can surpass?
As much as I love Arsenal, I don't think we can beat PSV with the squad we have right now. Yes, because Merino up front, Sterling up front. No, I don't think we have that chance. We can't go far.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's crazy, Jetson. What do you think?
Sorry, Rollins, are you
that's a really crazy take for me. PSV.
So, Jetson, do you share the same sentiment? Do you think at least PSV?
I don't really blame Rollins because it's himself. But I think we'll get past PSV.
Okay.
But Atletico Madrid, I think I think Atletico Madrid will beat Madrid. Then, if we eventually face Atletico Madrid, we're going to get cooked.
Yeah, but
Because
at that
defensively,
by that time, Saka is back. Some of the other injured players might be back. So it's not a case of they are injured to the rest of the season. Saka is close to fitness.
I actually
Saka is
forgot
not
about
close
that.
though. He's still
I don't
far
think
away.
Saka comes back to end of March.
Really? I thought it was early March.
No. It's not
It's
possible.
April.
Wow.
I highly doubt it.
Wow.
I don't think Arteta will rush him back. Even if he's going to be fit, I don't think Arteta is going to push him too much too.
This is just is amusing to me because you guys are not even confident of beating a PSV.
Right, it's got to that
As
point.
in,
Because
why you can't do there? He's the right
Yeah?
man.
Yeah,
He's the right man, and they don't
if you
get
look
confident.
at
He's the right man for
if
the
you
job.
if you
But
watch
you don't get
today's
confident.
game, you will see that Nwaneri was
it
limping.
was the only.
If Nwaneri is injured, we have finished. You will now have to play Tierney on the plan. We don't have any other players again.
All this is the
We'll
excuse.
see. Who else? Kopama. Olasalam. So yeah, your two teams in the final. Rollins, I'll go with you first. What are your two teams in the final?
Okay, Inter and Madrid.
Inter and Madrid. Okay, all right. Jetson, who are your two teams in the final?
Atletico and Bayern Munich.
Wow, that's a wild one. Atletico and Bayern Munich. I think I want to see a different Champions League winner this year. Maybe something, a surprise package, something to this new format.
Oh, so you are biased. It's a lie.
Yes, no,
so
I
you
don't
want to see
mind.
Arsenal win Champions League?
If I hear say I don't mind.
Eh?
If I hear say I don't mind. I not think away before I talk. I want to say a different team. Maybe an underdog. Not Arsenal. I mean, yes, not Arsenal. Because that's really bragging rights. My team has over Arsenal at the moment. So yeah. That's it for today. I mean, we'll move on to the trivia section. Now, for the trivia section, it's a chance for you guys to catch up to Olasalam. Olasalam has 9 points. B has 2 points. B is also not. I said Olasalam has 9 points. Okoyenka has 9 points. He's not here today. Olasalam has 2. B has 2. Show has 2. Show is not here. So it's a chance for you guys, to rise up the rankings and catch up to these guys. And I hope you guys will do that. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, then I get an eye.
No.
Everyone's here. Okay. First question. Which player has scored the most goals in the World Cup?
Close.
Who was first? Who said
I said
Miroslav?
Rollins.
I said Miroslav.
No,
Klose
it's
first.
Rollins. No.
Guys,
I
hold on.
mentioned close first.
Hold on.
I
The
said
first
Miroslav
person,
Klose. I said it first.
the first person to start talking was
said it first.
Olasalam, who said Miroslav. That means he
I
was
said
getting there.
Miroslav Klose. I said it first.
No, I mentioned close for him.
I said it
Yeah,
first.
I understand you.
No, before you said close, he
He
already
was already
said
saying
Miroslav.
Miroslav. He was on his way. He was saying the full name. That's why. So that's why I'm giving Olasalam that point, right?
Rollins,
So
sorry.
Olasalam 1 point. Okay, next question. Which nation has appeared in 3 World Cup finals but never won it?
Russia.
Nope. I'm gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3,
Belgium.
4. No. 6, 7,
Uruguay.
8.
Russia.
No. 9, 10. No. And the answer is Netherlands. They've appeared in 3 World Cups
Oh my God.
finals, but they've never won it. Next question is, who won the Premier League in 2016?
Leicester.
Chelsea.
Leicester. Who said Leicester?
Rollins.
Rollins, you have 1 point. That was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next question is, which country has the most Copa America titles?
No. Argentina.
No.
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yes, that was Dele.
Camille.
No.
Dele has 1 point. The last question is, who is the youngest player to score in the Champions League final? No.
Mbappe.
Messi.
Pele.
No.
Messi.
I'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was Patrick Kluivert. He holds the record for the youngest player to score in the Champions League final. So that is that. This was the quickest trivia section. Olasalam had 1 point. Dele had 1. Rollins had 1. Wow. So this was a quick episode, just under an hour. I thank you guys for making it smooth to run. There was not much bass boost, which I like, but Yes, a lot of people, and I think that the reason why there's no bad rules is because everybody collects, and the last person that will probably collect is Olasalam. Guys, are you with me on this? Will Olasalam collect today?
He go collect, oh. I'm patiently waiting.
So who's the third Arsenal fan?
Who is the what?
Who's the third Arsenal fan? There's another Arsenal fan.
Yeah, Dele is an Arsenal fan. Yeah,
Dele. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll come to the end of the episode. Thank you guys for making it date with us. We're going to see you next week. Hopefully, we won't have the same as this week where everybody is collecting. Maybe one team will just stand out. So, guys, I said I was going to read a comment on YouTube. Madrid and the issues they had in Spain. Yeah, it was about the issues they had in Spain. So this comment was, the question was, are Madrid victims of bad officiating? So this person, who I think is either an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan, his name is Scouse OG. He says, Real Madrid victims? He says, never. They are the guilty ones. So nobody believes that Madrid can be can be a victim of bad officiating because they've always benefited. Guys, if you've listened to the very end, thank you so much. Follow us on social media, Truth and Banter on X. If you disagree with any takes on this pod, just look at the show details. You're going to find the handles of everyone here. And then you can attack them. Let them know whether you agree with them or you disagree with them. Leave comments. I would always read them on the show. Thank you all, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.